What's up, guys? Today we're going to start our 6-lesson series on home service sales. Guys, these are some of the same foundations, tactics, whatever you want to call it, that I have used to successfully sell over $30 million in my career. We're going to dive through this, and I'm going to start with lesson 1, and we're going to go into it. We're going to start from the foundation and work all the way to the close so that you understand the full process. We don't want to skip any steps. And guys, take notes. Watch these videos over and over. Implement these check sheets, all this stuff. And we're going to put check sheets down below. Share them with your team. Share them with yourself. Put them on your clipboard. Make sure you are covering all these steps when you're walking a job, answering the phone, showing up to a house. As you'll see here, the first 10 minutes is most important, but enough of me talking. Let's dive into the foundation and psychology of home service sales, guys. So some of the objectives that we're going to cover in this training is just the fundamental principles that drive home service sales, why trust-based selling outperforms the traditional high-pressure sales tactics that a lot of us are used to and a lot of us are taught, the psychology behind the homeowner decision. What makes a homeowner choose you? There's 100 home service providers out there. Why should they choose you? We're going to show you how to position yourself so they choose you, and how to position yourself as the trusted advisor, not just a salesperson. We want to partner with our clients. We want them to trust us. We want them to respect and trust our opinion. We want them to ask us what we think instead of us telling them what we think. And you'll see that as we go through here on some of the ways that we approach that and frame those questions. So, guys, we sell solutions. We don't sell services. People are calling us because they need something, and it's usually an emergency. If it's a roof, it's probably leaking. If it's a roof, it's missing shingles. If it's HVAC, it's probably 100 outside and their HVAC quitting. They need a solution to their problem. We do not sell services. Remember that. We are solution providers. Core principles, guys. When a homeowner calls you, like I already said, they have a problem. Your job isn't to convince them they need help. It's to earn their trust that you are the one to help them with their problem and be the solution. Again, we sell solution. So some essential mind shifts, guys, mindset shifts that we have to take. We're not selling, we're solving. We're not closing deals, we're building relationships. We're not getting the sale, we're earning their business. The top are all words that are used in high pressure tactics. We want to solve the problem, build relationships, and earn their business. So, thing quit working? Maybe not. Maybe. Oh. There we go. So we're going to dive into the 3 pillars of success, the foundation that separates exceptional home service professionals from the competition. If you guys are watching this, it's probably because you're trying to grow your business or you're just starting your business. Guys, these are the 3 pillars of success that I have used throughout my career to excel in home service sales. First is the trust. Guys, I can't emphasize this enough. Show up on time. A lot of these people are leaving work early. They are leaving their kids, whatever it may be, to come meet you at their residence. Show up on time and present professionally. Do what they say. If they ask you to do something, don't argue. Don't do something out of it. If they don't want you to go up that side of the house, find another way. If they ask you to take your shoes off, take your shoes off. If they ask you to pet their dog, don't pet their dog. And guys, listen more than speak. You need to listen to their problem so you can provide the solution. And guys, never oversell. That is the first way to get a reputation in your business to not be trusted. Provide the customer with what they need, Provide them options. And if they choose that option, that is on them. But don't force an oversell option. Don't force the best package. Provide them options so that they can choose what is best for them, while always giving them recommendations on what you think and why certain models or certain packages are different. Do not oversell your customer. Second pillar, confidence, guys. Display social proof, right? Nice clean uniform, brand. When you're talking to them, you want nice branded flyers. We want our estimate sheets right there. When they come to our website, we want the Google reviews. We want testimonials, all that stuff. Professional systems, guys. When they call, how are they treated? When they book their estimate appointment, how are they reminded? Demonstrate expertise in your field. Don't just point out problems and keep giving them a laundry list. When you point out that the roof is leaking, why is the roof leaking? If their HVAC is not blowing cold air, they already know that. Explain to them why the HVAC is not blowing cold air. What would happen if you only replaced one part, but you know it probably needs three? Go through every detail. Just don't say, hey, your HVAC's not blowing cold air. It's going to be $2,000. Here's your invoice, or here's your estimate. Total loss of trust, guys. They are going to, quote unquote, think about it, or that you'll get 10 to 20% that will say, okay, whatever, do it. But guys, people want to know what they're paying for. So have confidence, make sure your pricing is transparent, and make sure you share your reputation. Tell them how long you've been doing this. Tell them how long your company's been in business. Tell them how many 5-star reviews you got. Tell them your BBB rating. That's okay. It's not bragging. Share your reputation. And guys, the last pillar is share value. So emphasize the urgency. Hey, your roof is in really bad shape. If we have a heavy rain, I'm not saying that it could happen, but this roof may already be leaking. Do you mind taking a look in the attic and look for wet spots? Because I think if we get one more big rain, you could have a potential roof leaking issue, which is going to damage the interior of your house. Explain the consequences, like I just said, damage the interior of your house. And what's the long-term benefits? Is it going to be, just slowly, Band-Aids, Band-Aids, Band-Aids? Or if we go ahead and do a full swap out system on your HVAC, Mrs. Jones, it's going to cost this amount now, but you're not going to get nickel and dimed on repairs for the next 2 years, and then the unit's finally going to give out. And a new unit comes with an extended warranty, Miss Jones. Guys, think long-term and be their partner, right? You want to tell them, I don't want to come back, Miss Jones, and take care of your unit the next 5 times and give you 5 more invoices. I personally feel, this is the way, but that goes back to what we said in the beginning. Give them options, guys. Tell them what they need and how you can provide that solution, but give them options on how to do it, and make sure the next steps are clear. The only way you're going to close is if they know what they need to do in order for you to solve their problem. If it's signing an estimate, just don't email them the estimate and say, hey, sign this estimate and we'll get started. Get them a DocuSign. Go to their house and sign in person. Whatever you have to do in order to get the clear next steps, take care of it. Understanding homeowner psychology, guys. This is probably one of the most important and crucial roles whenever you are dealing with homeowners. You have to understand there's a fear. They're usually calling you on an unexpected expense. They didn't plan on their roof getting damaged. They didn't plan on a pipe breaking. They didn't plan on any of this. So they want these 5 things. And here's the most 5 things they fear. They want peace of mind. They want to know what you say you're going to do, you're actually going to do. They want to trust that your pricing is fair. They want to make sure you're not taking advantage of their need or their urgency. Reliability. Are you going to show up when you say you are? Are you going to complete the job when you say you are? Expertise. What's the confidence in your skills? How long have you been in business? They want to know these answers. They want to know who they are about to give their money to and respect. They want to be heard. They do not want to be pressured, guys. They are already in a, anxious, critical stress moment. The last thing they want to do is somebody, telling them to sign this right here, sign here, sign here. It's not what they want. They want to be heard. They want empathy. And here's what they fear, guys. They don't want to be taken advantage of. They know they're in a vulnerable spot. They know their HVAC's broken. They know their basement's flooded. They don't want to be charged, but they want to be taken care of. They have a problem. That doesn't mean go charge them as much as you can. There's a time and a place for charging, but when someone is critically needing help, they are going to hire you if they trust you. Name the price you deserve and get the job done. They want to make sure they're choosing the right contractor. They want to make sure they're not choosing the wrong contractor, right? Did they call the wrong number? Did they call the wrong ad? Did their friend tell them about the wrong contractor? What kind of post-job problems are they going to have? How long have you been in business? Are you going to go out of business probably? Do you have a history of bankruptcy? What's your reviews look like? Do you warrant your work? They want to understand the process and the purchase. What are they getting? How much is it going to cost them if they do this or if they don't do this? Making your offer clear and just eliminating the confusion, guys. The deal will go sideways so quick the moment the client has any confusion. You've got to be clear and I can't say it enough. You have to be clear. Your estimate needs to spell it out. Your contracts needs to spell it out. Everything needs to be clear. And buyers regret. They do not want to regret that they hired the wrong person or they hired the wrong contractor and they're not going to show up. The moment that you don't show up or you're late, it's instant doubt, instant fear, instant regret. Don't allow your customer to get in that stage. The customer journey framework. This is very important from helping you close clients from start to finish, guys. And not only that, but the ongoing relationship at the end. How the customer remembers being treated by you is how they're going to remember their experience, how they're going to remember you the next time they need something, and how they're going to remember you the next time they know somebody who needs your services. So this is how we work from first contact to lifetime partnership. And literally, this is your roadmap to not only customer success, but scaling and growth for your business. The initial contact phase, right? The customer identifies the problem, searches for solution, makes the first contact. Stage 2 is the trust building. This is where we dive in and show them they made the right decision by calling us. We have professional presentation, not only on us, our teammates, our uniforms, our vehicle, but our documents, our appointments, our text messages, our emails. Everything is professional. The automated confirmations are sent as soon as they book their appointment. They're reminded days before their appointment, hours before their appointment. They're texted after their appointment. We arrive on time. I can't say it again. Arrive on time. If you're going to be late, let them know as soon as you can. Just don't be late. Stage 3, the assessment, the needs assessment, why they are calling you. Listen and understand. Ask all the right questions and identify all their needs. Make sure what you are doing is providing the solution. Don't provide partial solution or almost all of it. Make sure when you do your pre-job walkthrough or your pre-estimate walkthrough, you ask them, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? And get it documented. 4, solution presentation. Present all of the options. Explain why there are options. If there are options, sometimes there is no option, and that's okay. But explain why there are no other options. And make sure, again, we are addressing all concerns. The partnership agreement. Clear pricing, clear scope. Clear pricing, clear scope. Make sure they understand what you're doing and how much they're paying. If there's a slight chance, and I mean a slight chance for a change order or additional cost, it needs to be laid out and it needs to be told up front. The last thing you want to do is tear someone's roof off, find out all the deck boards are rotted, and you need to put new deck boards down. And guess what? You didn't address that. And then you have a confrontation with the customer, which ruins the next part, which is our ongoing relationships. We have to follow up after the completion. Some of our customers, some of our clients follow up in the middle of the job. Like some of our roofing clients that are there for 2 days, they call the day after the roof started and they call at the end of the job. It ensures that we're getting those 5-star reviews at the end and there are no surprises. Maintenance reminders, especially this is critical for HVAC companies. If you have a maintenance agreement or if you don't even have them on a maintenance agreement and you're trying to get in there and service it, make sure your automations are set up to text them in 6 months. Make sure those automations are set up to remind them of their spring cleaning. All that stuff, guys, needs to be set up. And that is how we retain and resell customers so that we are able to grow and scale. And lastly, guys, referral generation. We always want to stay on top of their mind. We want them to know that we're still in business, that we care about their business. We send out monthly newsletters. We send out updates when the industry, holidays, seasons change, all of that. They should be on your email list. They should be in your automations, and those should be sent out at a minimal every 30 days. So why traditional sales tactics fail in home services? Guys, we've seen it before that we call it the like the used car salesman is what my dad always said. And it was high pressure closing, right? And what happens with high pressure closing is honestly, it creates buyer's remorse. At the time, they feel like there's no other option. They want something, they maybe need something. They're kind of strong armed into it, and then it creates buyer's remorse. It's a one and done mentality because they feel like they were taken advantage of. They shouldn't have went with you, and it's going to limit your growth, guys. They're not going to call you for the next job because they felt that uneasy feeling that they were taken advantage of. Price focused selling, guys. It commoditizes your services, right? We're not price focused. We're solution focused. Remember that. We are here to provide a solution. We're not here to provide a price. We're here to provide a solution that comes with a price, but solution first. Pushy approaches. Guys, if they say they need to think about it, don't call them in an hour. Don't call them in a day. You should have a nurture sequence set up that's following up with them at a designed time frame via SMS, outbound calls, and emails. But it's not 5 hours later. It's not 4 hours later. It's not a day later. Give them a day. Let them think on it. Life's busy. Maybe their kids were in town. Maybe their kids had school. Maybe they had sports. Maybe they had something going on in their personal life. Give people a chance to breathe. If they trust you and they like you, they're going to use you. Do not scare them off by looking desperate. So guys, those are all the old model techniques, right? And that's where we see all the problems and failures when it comes to this. With the new solution-based and trust-based selling, guys, the benefits and success, trust-based approach, right? It creates loyal customers. They trust you. They trust to tell their friends. They trust to tell their families to use you. Trust-based approach, guys, is how we grow our home service business. Relationship focus. It generates repeat business, not only from referrals, but for their home. Maybe they move homes. Maybe they sell. Maybe they own rental property. Guys, this is how we get repeat customers over and over and grow. Value-based selling, guys. It supports premium pricing. That's where you get the chance to name the price you want and you deserve without overselling. They know you're the best. You treat them the best. They want to pay the best. And guess what? The best comes with a heavy price. Good isn't cheap, and cheap isn't good. Remember that, guys. And consultative approach, guys. It builds referral networks. When they know they can consult with you on their project and they trust you, and you solve their problem and provide a solution, they're going to tell everybody. One one mad customer will tell 1,000 people. One good customer, happy customer will tell one person. Remember that. So the three critical success factors: answer every call. Can't say that enough. Answer every call. Usually when they're calling a service-based business, they have a problem, they need a solution, and they probably need it pretty quick, right? First contact usually wins the job because they have a need. Quick response, it builds confidence. They think that you're on top of it, you're ready, you have a staff, you have a system, and that's someone they want to use. That's someone they trust. Professional handling sets the tone, guys. 85% of jobs are won on the first call. So make sure you answer the call every time. Clear communication, Guys. I'll said it before, I'll say it again. Confused customers will never buy. Explain the complete journey and follow up on every estimate. Don't be pushy, but follow up. 92% close rate with a proper follow-up system, guys. And that's how we use the OptiWave AI system in our course to follow up on autopilot so that we don't have to rely on our staff or ourselves to follow up. We follow up routinely. Just as you guys probably know, when you signed up for our course or whatever you may have done, or if you've ever done business with us, our automations are on point because we want to stay in contact with you. And post-service engagement, maintain those relationships. Remember the newsletters, all that stuff, and generate a referral network. You're going to get 5x. It may be more than that, guys, of a lifetime value if you get into someone that's in their first house or someone who's got a bunch of rental properties or anything like that. So guys, key takeaways from lesson 1: solve their problems, right? We're going to solution sell. We're selling solutions. We're not selling services. We're going to earn their business, not chasing sales. And guys, listen more than you speak. We went through the 3 pillars: trust, confidence, and value. Know your customers, know their wants, know their fears, and the long-term value, right? 5x could be 10x. Hell, it could be 20x, guys. Make sure that you're following these steps to gain long-term value so you can scale your business. And finally, the professional systems separate you from the competition, right? Consistent follow-up engagement, and that first call gets answered, whether it's AI, whether it's a receptionist, whether it's you. Answer the first call. So guys, we're going to jump in from here and go into lesson 2, which is our pre-arrival phase mastery. We're going to learn about setting expectations, professional touch points, the trust building before you even arrive at the customer's house, and how we make you the preferred choice of contractor. So guys, I will see you guys on the next video, and this digital slide is below. I'll see you guys later.